Where did I put my intro? Okay.
Oh, yeah. You see, my brain is just it's fried.
I'm so glad we can edit this out.
Right?
We probably won't edit
you can't edit it out?
I mean, I can.
Yeah, it's not live.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Thank God.
We just...
I didn't know.
Oh, thank God.
No, yeah, it's not.
No, it's fully edited. Hello to all first-time buyers, returners, or window shoppers. Welcome back to Off the Rack, a podcast where we look into any and everything fashion. I'm Cordell Jones.
And I'm Micah Barkley.
And we'll be helping you today at your visit. On today's rack, we're just having a regular conversation. It's after homecoming, and we are all definitely exhausted. So I just thought that this episode should just be a calm little, relaxing. We just have a conversation, talk about whatever. And we'll be doing it today with our lovely guest, Josiah Turner, also known as the creator of SWANK Studios. So have your carts ready, because at Off the Rack, our conversations sell.
Period.
Real.
Yep, I don't have a Black Fashion Spotlight. Homecoming knocked me out.
Shout out Cordell. You are the Black Fashion Spotlight.
Please, shout out everybody that's been on the show. Please, y'all the real soldiers. I love that for y'all. Yeah. But yeah, no Black Fashion Spotlight this week. It's been a week, so I just wanted to kind of have a reprieve. But, instead of talking about that, I can get into our special guest, who is a third-year business administration scholar. He is also the creator of SWANK Studios. Please welcome to the show, Josiah Turner, otherwise known as SWANK. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm doing well, chilling, tired.
Very, very,
very real.
So real. Okay. So I have a few questions that I'd like to ask all my guests before we really get into it. But at this point, because it's just, a conversation episode, we can really go wherever. But my first question is, what is your favorite clothing piece to wear?
My favorite clothing piece to wear?
Mm-hmm.
I would say piece, favorite piece, or just in general a piece? Because I like pants a lot.
In general, yeah.
Well, yeah, probably my favorite, a favorite pair of jeans or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or my belt, actually. I like accessories a lot.
Real.
Is there any specific brand you like the most to wear your accessories from, or?
Probably SWANK.
Real.
Circle back
real.
promo. I love that.
Understood.
I love that.
Understood.
That's real. I was gonna say mine hasn't changed. It's been the same as it has been every episode. It's been a boot.
Boots are nice.
A nice shoe.
I'm gonna do an oversized shirt recently, because at my job, I have to wear all black now, and I got this. I thrifted it. It's this 4 extra large, XLT, large and tall, the long and that, and it's all black. It got a pocket on it, and it looks so cool. With tight fitting leggings and stuff. It looks cute.
I like shirts with pockets.
Yeah.
Real, very real. Okay, so my next question is, what is your favorite place to shop at?
In the city, probably the Other Side Vintage. It's a really, really nice store. Sometimes they be taxing lately,
Real bad.
Man.
Real bad.
It's all love, but dang.
Jesus.
I support the small business, I support the peoples, but still, come on.
They have a target audience.
They do.
The FSU thrifting club, they be there. Ooh, and it's that's why I don't like going thrifting when I see them.
Man, they be ready to strike.
Or it'd be me and you, and it'll be 7 people, or not even 7 people. Sometimes it's 10 to 12 people,
Literally.
Just getting all the good stuff. And I'm just like, you know what? All right.
About 10 to 12 people with ponytails and camo pants and a Harley Davidson shirt, all going through the bins at the same exact time.
Stop, because some of them be looking nice.
Some of them do have nice outfits on, but it's just wow, can I get something?
And they be seeing it before me too, but I don't want to be rude and just.
No, especially at the bins. Have you ever been to the bins early?
No.
Tried, could not get over there early
It's literally the most I'm talking about everything's friendly until you go to the bins early. It's straight try hard, white boys with little big long shirts and camo pants, and they're trying to fend for their lives, getting stuff for money.
I noticed people do have their reselling.
Yeah.
With vintage clothes and stuff. But I'm just dang, I didn't know they took it that serious. It's you really can't get nothing. It's actually World War III in there. Yeah.
I just need an outfit for the weekend, bro.
No, literally.
I need a work shirt.
No, man. I just need something to wear to dress up. I just need a dress shirt. And I can't even get that because y'all are literally scarfing through everything.
Yeah. This is a hate train for them. I'm bashing them so badly. Every time I see you, when I catch you, Ricky.
When I catch you, Ricky.
When
I catch you, Ricky.
That pisses me. Oh, I'm already irritated.
And then my last question is, what's one tip you would give someone about fashion in any aspect, whether it be styling, their knowledge of fashion, whatever?
With styling, I would say most definitely you have to like be in tune with yourself and like realize what you like and what fits best on you. And like really it goes back to like what you like it's kind of corny to say, but like childhood experiences, like try to think about what you like when you was little, and like it'll progress into your adulthood and it'll just look like so like seamless. Makes sense.
That's real.
That is real.
Especially because it's like with how much people talk about how childhood kind of affects your adulthood in a way. I wouldn't be surprised if it affects what you wear, or like how you dress.
Yeah.
So I could assume it would like, you know.
I dress like a little Victorian child sometimes. My birthday pictures.
Please, I mean, Victorian child?
Look, I have so many different like personalities that I can't afford to dress for. But I'm telling you, when I get my bag up.
It gave like debutante. It was like debutantes to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a short,
it was like lacy and frilly, and then the location itself, debutante. It was
I don't
debutante.
want to talk about the location.
We don't need to talk about that.
Okay,
that was a lie.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about it on the last episode that we took those pictures.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about how that happened.
Okay.
But they were taken and they were done.
They sure were. Okay.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Woot woot.
So for this episode, it's really just whatever,
Look, all right.
whatever questions any of us want to ask to each other, we can. It's free reign, free roam, just having a conversation.
I got you. So we got to get into your clothing line first.
Okay.
So let's talk about really how you came up with the concept of it, how it really started, or how even you knew you wanted to like start a line. Like what kind of prompted you to do it?
I mean, I would say when I knew I wanted to start it was about like 6th, 7th grade when I started. Like I guess I would just be like drawing clothes or like making clothes. But I was playing football at the time, so I really couldn't do it because I was in Texas, and in Texas football is like real serious. And so when I came to college to play football, it was still kind of like the same, you know, but it was like just more so strict because it's more so a business. In college, when you're playing football, you can't really do a lot. And then I think I got COVID, and then COVID like had me sit down for 2.5 weeks. And sitting down, you're like moving for years was kind of like for me it was like real good because I really could just like think about what I wanted. And then like really like in that dorm room in Sampson, I was like, well, I'm gonna just do exactly what I want to do. And started.
Period. So like, was it like an easy startup for you, or like did you have to go like you thought it was gonna be easier? You got to a point where it was kind of just like, okay, well I'm stuck.
I thought it was gonna be harder. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be like I thought nobody's gonna rock me until like the 3rd year. Like I was really preparing to like not have like zero support to like 2nd or 3rd year, but just like still have the determination to like just keep on going even if nobody's liking it. But it was like real cool support from like early on, and I had like really appreciated it, and then that just gave me like more confidence just to keep on going more bigger and like in tune with like the ideas that I want to do. Cause you know sometimes you have something in your head you want to do, but you'll be like, dang, I don't know how like it's gonna be perceived, you know. You don't want to like rub nobody the wrong way.
Period. So like, could you like give us a rundown of the concept of your whole, like what your style is?
Yeah.
What do you bring yourself on? Because I looked at your page. That concept eats.
It does.
I'm not gonna lie. I was looking. I was like, this isn't a clothing brand. This is a luxury line.
Hello.
Yeah, that's why I really want to like the actual goal is to just like put the effort and craftsmanship that we used to put into clothes like back in. I feel like the market right now is just all like lazy, or if it's not lazy, it would just be like uninspired and more
like
so just like
fashion?
like a monetary value and whatnot. And when I first started, I was like an intern for a brand out here, and they're more so like a sustainability brand. And so that's like I learned a lot just by like different garments and blanks and constructions and how you can like, you know, like not mess the world up and still make clothes. And so that was just like real big to me because I was like, well, I can actually do this, like make everything I want and still help out the earth at the same time. And so then when it was SWANK, like specifically, it's more so it was really because like I would say like it's like baseline style, it's like just clothes that look good. But it's like constructing and craftsman, and not only that, but also like the story building. I'm really like into the story building of not even like the piece, but a line or a drop. Like I don't just want to drop a clothing piece just to, you know, like drop it, or like Rent drops a shirt or something like that.
That is so real.
Yeah, like I really like, I'm talking about like I refrain from doing that, and I have like some people who be helping out and like it'd be like suggestions or whatnot. I just like I don't like, for me it's kind of like I don't want to like not even sell myself short, but like sell SWANK short and sell the people who like SWANK short. Because I feel like the people who like SWANK, like they understand that like it's care into it, and like if there's no care into it, then I feel like it's not SWANK at all.
That went hard.
That is.
Damn.
Yeah, put that on a shirt. Yeah, I was gonna say the main thing I've noticed when it comes to your brand brand, outside of the clothes, which are also really good, the way that you promote the clothes and like the campaigns itself are like interesting to me, because it reminds me of like early 2000s campaigns, kind of like a real emphasis on like highlighting the clothes, but also like having an artistic flair to it. So I was gonna ask, where do you find inspiration when it comes to like your promotion and basically showing your products to the world?
I have like a bunch of like references, or like I do like workshops. So like during the summer, it would be like a 2-week workshop where like like the beginning of the day we would make clothes, and then at the end of the day you have to like research. So you're just going to archive of like 90 from like 89 all the way up to 08, just like archive runway fashion shows, like Japanese, German, Australian, even a little bit American with Alexander McQueen. And then after that, I would just like go deep into like marketing concepts and creative concepts, or even like movie scenes, because like I get a lot of inspiration from like just movie scenes. Like it'll be a specific scene that you like, and I would just think you can amplify that and just put that as like a whole marketing campaign.
That's cool.
That works though. Like it's real creative and stuff. And too, like if it's a movie scene and people can kind of recognize where the inspiration comes from, or it reminds them of a certain movie, more than likely they'll be more likely to like look into it, you know, and see what else they can connect with fashion industry more so. So how do you personally feel about fast fashion, and can you really pull like a true nice fit from fast fashion? I'm talking like Fashion Nova, Shein, like what else, like things like that.
Like Doll Scale, Pretty Little Thing.
Yeah, so how do you feel more so about those types of fashion, and is it like okay to you know?
I mean, personally, I be feeling like, you know, every person should just wear what they want. Like if they like it, they like it. But also, I just don't have a real good relationship with just how like I would say the corporate structure of fast fashion, and just how much, you know, like horrible things go on just to get a $7 two-top out.
That's crazy.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, it'd be like $7 two-top. It'd be looking cute, but you know.
I know what went behind that, and I was like, I don't even wear it no more. Like,
so that's the thing. And also, it's because it's not like Shein or Fashion Nova is that because of how they're doing it. They could like actually do a more sustainable way and still make a good like market share off of it. But if there's like greedy men who I feel don't really like appreciate the fashion scene, then they'll just like go as low as they can get.
That's real. It's all about like more money. But the thing that I don't like is just like, how much money are you eventually going to chase? Like what's going to be enough to where you're like comfortable with the clothes that you're selling? And like I mean, I just really think it's not about like, oh, we sell nice trendy clothes, but it's like, oh my gosh, we have this many people that buy from us that are going to buy it. Well, people are buying it because it's cheap. Like I remember when Shein used to be like a good outfit, you can really get a good outfit for like $15. Like shirt, pants, not shoes, but like shirts was like at most $7 on Shein when they started, and then they just blew up, and then they started pushing out more items, and traffic got like worse, labor got worse, and then even quality is gonna get worse because you trying to find cheaper ways to keep as much money as you can, and then you want to pay people less, but you want to make more clothes. So
exactly.
I was gonna say, realistically, I feel like a lot of the styles that do go on fast fashion websites are basically copycats, and not like in a sense where it's like, oh, we're just like, you know, we're just gonna blatantly be like, oh, well, I mean, some of them do blatantly just kind of steal, but in a sense where they're making profit off of other people's designs, and it's almost like, as a platform that's existing to push out clothes to people, I would assume that you want to have your own personal brand identity. And instead, a lot of websites, especially because I'm like on the men's side, like Boohoo, Minimal, like they are blatantly taking designs, especially sometimes they're taking designs just from smaller known brands and then pushing it out on their website and then passing it off as their own, and then get pissy at whenever the original designers talk about it.
See, my issue with that is like, okay, I'm very much like, I hate capitalists, but I low-key deep down inside am one in the future, if that makes sense. Because
we in America.
I mean, that was my main thing. Like some of my friends are kind of, well, I have more like, I do have a friend that's actually communist, which is kind of like funny. Yeah. So So with that, it's just like I let her know, like, I have like a dream for myself. Like I talk about all the stuff that I want to do with my life, and like I want to be comfortable with it, but I have like plans. So my plans involve a lot of money. It's not like, oh, I'm doing this to get rich. It's just like, dang, what other reason do you want X, Y, and Z? I already told you about my pipe dreams. Like you already know I want to do so many things, and it's just like because I just want to do them, not even for the money, but like since I'm at that type of point, I feel like, let's say Shein was to rip off Fashion Nova. Okay.
Yeah.
They not losing no money, because some people are going to be like, okay, well, I like Fashion Nova's better. But if you're doing it off a small brand, and then that's going to be like your Shein style now. Ooh, sorry, Shein. I don't mean to name drop like that. But like, you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And then that's your main thing. And then other brands are not going to rip it off. And now people are going to be like, when they see that original design, it's going to be like, oh, well, you just copying off of Shein. But it's like, no, I'm not. Like, that's how I feel more so about it. Eat the rich. The rich can eat the rich.
Bro.
Like,
definitely
poor,
it'd be like, I already, like, especially, I like when you have brung up, like, what was it, Minimal or Boohoo, whatever. Mm-hmm. I be getting them Boohoo emails. I don't be responding.
It's real.
But what's it called? They really, like, not even just the blatant, because sometimes they will rip off, like, a Balenciaga design, but it's, like, always, majority of the time, like, a small designer. Mm-hmm. If you're really being real, like, the past, like, couple months, it's always been, like, a designer of color, like, for real. And then they never get, like, no quota, no funds back, and it's just, like, the design is gone.
Mm-hmm. That's real. But I feel like a lot of people, because when it comes to thrifting, depending on what your style is, it's going to be harder to find things while thrifting, and then you have to take a lot of your time for that. So I feel like some people are still going to be like, no matter the sustainability, it's kind of just like, this is what I can afford, and this is what I think looks good. So I feel like a lot of people are, you know,
and like my friends, they don't like thrifting because it's like being on somebody else. Like,
I remember back in the day, my mom used to want to take me to the Goodwill. I used to cry.
I used to be
so sick, because I'm like, well, I know the stuff she was trying to get me wasn't the fashionable stuff I could find in other aisles at the Goodwill or something like that. But I used to, it was a fight. Man. Now my mom, now she actually like gets irritated with me sometimes. She's like, why you're always buying secondhand? Like, even if I was to buy from like Fashion Nova, or even go to like Ross isn't secondhand, but like, well, you know, so she's like, okay, so if you want to find like cheaper items, why don't you go there? I'm like, it's not about them being cheaper. It's just about my style and what I like, and I'm gonna find it thrifting and not like anywhere else, for real. Yeah. What celebrity do you think has the best sense of style? And we'll come back to that one.
That's pretty
I was gonna say, who's yours?
Oh, you wasn't supposed to do that, because I have no answer.
That's called a segue.
J-Hope from BTS. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. Well, we actually don't have to talk about it.
We can.
Okay.
We have time.
Yeah. I like Lil Yachty.
That's real.
That's my man right there, yo.
Lil Yachty's fly, for sure.
That's real.
That's my husband, for real. Well, I don't know if I would say, or who has your favorite sense of style. I wouldn't say best, because, you know, some things are like, okay, he did eat that, but I'd rather wear this than that.
That's what I say. Yachty's more so like, I really rock with how you rock, or like Black Sheep. Do you like, before Cordell Ray like used to be like a rapper, and like you know, just like how she dresses now, like she literally was just like a fit chick. Like, she would just wear the hardest fits, and she was so hard, like the best dress, like, I swear, better than the men.
Yeah, actually, well, she still shows her style, like, even into now, but like going back to her old things, I'm just like, she really put that on, like she did. It's respect, period.
That's real.
With me, I would, of course, you know, I gotta bring up J-Hope. You sound irritated.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Who says I am?
Me.
You did, but I'm not. But I'm not.
Anyway, for the girls that know, and the girls that get it, they get it. I feel like, because we have this conversation all the time, like, who in the K-pop industry, well, within like the K-pop fandom, whose closet would you rob? And I would definitely rob J-Hope's closet, because like the amount of diversity within his fits, like, everyone thinks that all his stuff is usually like colorful and like vibrant because of the way he does his album, and because of the way, like, if you're an idol and you're placed in a group, you have to fit like a specific concept. So from even how he's dressed on there or in music videos and stuff like that, it's kind of like people have thought his style was more 100% bubbly and stuff, and he's actually more grungy and like I don't want to call it a construction fit, but you know what I'm talking about, like more in an industrial look with like a bunch of different compartments, a bunch of different layers and complexity. So and his fashion style is very diverse. Like I love it when men will wear men clothing and women clothing but pull it off and make it like or just clothing pieces in general, like they're definitely going off of like clothes don't have a gender at all, and that's how I feel. So I mean, it doesn't matter if you're like the most feminine woman or like the most manliest man or anything like in between, you're going to be able to wear anything in that man's closet. Like love it. That's true. What about you, Pooks?
Okay, so
since you had to judge me.
Yeah, you know I like to run my mouth, so I have 4. Okay, so my first one, A$AP Ferg. Love A$AP Ferg.
He's short.
Have loved his closet. When I tell you, like for a good 2 years, I remember it was a certain point in time where I was just like, so whatever he has in his closet, I want to find something like this and put it in mine so I could kind of look like that. His style is amazing.
Oh, before you finish, like that's one thing with like the Korean style. They have this website called Yes Style. It's literally like they create clothes that are exact dupes of like the actual like clothing brands that like idols wear. So you'll see a picture or a music video and they'll have like the exact clothing, and I'm just like, this is dangerous.
Yeah, if we had that in the States, I'd be blowing it up all the way.
Oh, I'd be that person.
Yeah.
Real bad.
My other one is a personal favorite, and I say personal because I feel like if I'm saying this on here, nobody's gonna know who I'm talking about. But Tace. This person's name is Tace. They were a competitor on RuPaul's Drag Race UK season 2. I like their out of drag looks and in drag look, and it plays with androgyny to such a point where in drag, you would basically get the same exact stuff out of drag. And for me, I like people that play with gender, and their drag plays with gender. And I just like their overall style. It's real like grungy, alternative, kind of club kitty, but also playing into like streetwear, regular modern like menswear aesthetics. So I like that. Of course, I have to mention Mother Rihanna.
Yeah.
I can't not.
Rihanna eats every time. Like
Rihanna's fly.
She's just
effortlessly.
She's just, you know, she gets money. Her body tea. She's super pretty. She's super like I'm sorry, but like it's true. And then lastly, if I just had to say a celebrity, Moses Sumney. He's a music artist, and I love his personal style. And I kind of got into him a bit more after watching The Idol. It wasn't really great, but he was great on there. His personal style is really interesting to me. I like it.
He has the voice of an angel for real.
Dang.
Beautiful voice.
Like, beautiful voice.
Well, I gotta tune in.
You got to. I mean, I told you gotta listen to Samo. At that point, ask Samo and then Moses Sumney.
He was looking good when he came here.
Right?
Look,
I was
like
ready to have the cowboy hat on.
I was like, it was one of those things you see out of a movie, like when you walking by and then you see the pretty boy walk by, and then I was just like,
he looked like money.
I was looking at the fit the whole time. I was like, what does he have on?
He had all these like gold rings and these gold arm cuffs, and I was just like,
talking about the shoes.
I didn't even see the shoes. He was sitting down when we met him, so I didn't know he had on like
the fit. He ate that. It was like, I think it was like almost all black.
Probably, yeah.
And he ate.
Yeah.
Period.
Very nice, man. Love Samo. Please come back. I was gonna say what homecoming passing, and I mean, I'm just gonna ask because I feel like every time homecoming comes around, it's like a general conversation. Do you feel like homecoming season, it's a must to kind of just look your best at all times throughout the entire week?
I mean, my philosophy is like look the best every single day.
Real, very real.
Well, I had washed and my clothes wasn't ready, so. We're not gonna talk about what I got on today.
Nah, don't.
I mean, no, it's not about today. I'm just talking about homecoming.
I look a mess today. Well, even
you look
homecoming.
Fine.
So my homecoming fits. Like I don't just like buy just for homecoming. Like what I wear is what I wear. So it's like my sense of style. I feel like a lot of people, if I was to go to an event, like they'd be like, you look like every other. Like you wear this type of style every day, and I'm just like, well, I mean, I'm supposed to change.
It's
what
you.
I look like. Like I liked my. Did you see me at the comedy show?
I didn't. No. I couldn't go.
I wore like my little jean skirt, and then I had the Mary Janes with the frilly socks, but then I had my Rocawear, like the brown and red Rocawear oversized sweater. Okay. That was cute, but that's something I wear every day, and I felt like weird because I'm like, well, dang, I just only bought the sweater, and everybody's sitting up here wearing their fit, and I'm just like, chill out, bro. I didn't really take. I don't think I didn't take any pictures during homecoming because it's just like
that's real.
I didn't have nothing special that I wouldn't have already posted. So I was like, what's the point?
That's real. I was gonna say I wish I would have had that philosophy, but I just kind of took the pictures because I was like, y'all only gonna catch me on camera with this on, but I'm gonna have this on all the time.
Yeah,
everything.
Dude, Cordell, you ate so
be
bad.
snapping.
I'm sorry. I was just like, I had to come. I was like, I haven't been posting nothing. I've just kind of been on the outskirts. I wanted to show I still have it, and I just wanted people to, see where the eye was going because it's still not fully there yet.
Quick flex.
Please.
He's saying please in his mind. He's like,
no. Because I remember I was telling somebody, I was just like, I feel like homecoming every year is just my excuse to kind of be like, okay, cool. Here's a week where it's going to be all eyes on everybody on this campus. We all students anyway, going to have, not a vigilant eye, but this is going to be everybody here. I'm just like, I just want to feel cool. And I'm like, I would come here, I see all the alumni come back and they all, looking nice and having on they, nice little, pants and a suit or a shirt and some jeans, or if they're the girls, they got on some dresses and a skirt and a heel or something. I'm just like, I want to feel that nice while I'm still here. Because I'm like, I'm not going to do all that when I leave and I come back and it's like, oh, here's my one time.
Child,
might as well do it here.
I don't even know if I'm coming back for real.
Who knows?
It'll take me a while.
Yeah, only because so I did go. I'm like figuring out, okay, so what are the alumni doing? Because I don't be seeing them at our events. And then we got invited to an alumni party, and it was at a cigar lounge, right? So I was like, I didn't know what this was gonna be like. I stepped in, bro. It was like class of 70, 80 in there, and look, they was turned.
They be. I seen like this, like one of my friends. Well, it was like their parents was at like some alumni party, but it was like an actual like young one, like a 90 something like that. Buck wild, like buck wild,
crazy. Oh my gosh. And it's nothing but like, well, the one I went to, it was like they were confused because I went with Jordan, PJ, and Des, and you know how we look.
Yes.
So we look very young. Like nobody there was like, there was a few people that you could tell they had to be. It was 30 and up, and I'm just like, with me, like Des's aunt was looking at me. She was like, "Are you even old enough to get in here?" I was like, "Barely." Like,
please. But
it was still fun though. But their fashion, they really just had on. It was straight because of how like the demographic. It was just straight FAMU gear, 100%. It wasn't like no styling, no different way. It was like they'll put on some jeans and that FAMU shirt and go, and they really had a good time.
Cool, yeah.
That's real.
I was like, I had on. I'm gonna wear down my because I was doing orange and green, so I was like, cool. So I had on like some baggy jeans with rips in them, and then I had my big oversized Celtic shirt, and then orange shoes, and I was like, I think I nibbled on that. I didn't eat, but
that's cute.
I nibbled.
Please.
A little bit lucky.
I think you took a bite at least.
I took a bite.
Yeah.
Like the plate was like, there's still a plate.
I sampled.
Yeah.
You had a fork.
Yeah.
You had a fork. You ate with
It
the
might
fork.
have been a spoon.
Spork?
Spork. Yeah, we say a spork.
I can say spork.
Thank you.
Spork.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Really?
I was gonna say I had this question before for a previous episode, but I didn't ask it and I forgot to say it. But because, lots of brands have lots of pieces and they show a lot when it comes to their runway shows and everything like that. I was gonna say, do either one of y'all like have a specific thing that you've seen from a brand on a runway or in a collection that you would want to own? Anything.
This is hard.
Yes.
And what would it be and why?
Number one, it was like the basically like the halftone eye print suit with like a bunch of jewels by Virgil's last Louis Vuitton runway show. All black. That thing was beautiful. If I was emotional, it would have made me cry.
Real. Very real.
I can't really think of nothing. That is so sick for me. You talking about like that I've seen on the runway?
Anything. Runway collection on somebody.
Did you see that outfit that Alton Mason wore during his Diesel runway?
Yes.
Sick.
Wanted it.
Like,
his outfit during the D Square runway. I still want that.
Crazy.
I still want it.
I forgot his name. I follow him, but I can't think of his name right now. He was really prominent on TikTok, and he would do the videos.
Wisdom?
Like, anything he has on, I want.
Wisdom is so alive.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like him.
He got a collection.
It's actually so sick.
Which is crazy.
But that's what I'm talking about. Every outfit that he wears, I want to wear exactly the same. Like copy, bar for bar. Straight up, snatch.
That's real.
Yeah.
I got two. My first is from 90s Mugler. It is this robot metallic suit, full metal.
Full metal.
And I was just like, if they made it in a men's version and it was sold and I was able to buy it, I would literally probably just go to the grocery store in that entire suit, pick up bread and a full thing of metal.
And maybe some milk too.
Right?
You know,
I'd go grocery shopping in that.
You have to go like all down the aisles too. 'Cause
I would.
And you might not go to Winn-Dixie. You got to go to like Target or Walmart.
Oh, I'm going to the Whole Foods. I want to be seen.
Go to the Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm.
You said that.
And then my other piece was, it was technically, I forgot the name of the brand. It was this Prada chest plate. Like, it was like a silvery.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You've seen it? Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's so cute. I was just like, if I was able to have that and then style it, it'd be really cool.
If I could have any loafer I want, it would be those Prada loafers.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
They're beautiful.
When I tell you, Shein quickly snatched that.
Man.
That whole concept with like the boots that came up here with the little pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Because freshman year, I definitely didn't have them. I'm not going to talk about it. Though. But I knew what I wanted.
Please.
I knew what I wanted.
Most definitely. I get it.
That's real. I still want to steal a pair of tabbies.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to talk about those.
They
make
love
me
it.
so uncomfortable.
I love a tabby boot.
They make me very sick.
Tabbies look so raw.
Like
Right?
a heel tabby. Like, I've seen the tabby loafers and those are cool, but I'm like the heel tabbies.
The heels are better.
Oh my God.
It's something that I'm more so getting used to, but I'm not used to seeing like.
Or like the cow foot.
Yeah, I was like at first, because I think the first person I saw wear it that I was like, it's Denzel Dion.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first person that I saw to wear something like that, and I was like, he really thought he ate with that. But this was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like now that I'm looking, I'm like,
They're
my
cute.
sense of style has definitely changed, and I'm just like, I understand the vision. So they still make me uncomfortable though, but they
Please.
cost a lot. You saw the girl on TikTok that got
who got her tabby stolen?
Yeah.
I literally live for that because I'm just like, you're so bold. Like, you sat up here and stole her.
Stole the tabbies.
I'm sorry,
Girl.
but stole the
For
tabbies,
your
gave them to the girl, had the girl take a picture in the shoes, and then
Post
didn't
it.
say nothing about it. Said nothing.
He's talking about something. You got me. Please delete the video.
Like, what do you mean? You went into my house and stole my shoes.
Is it that serious? You can't afford them?
Like, what was it
How do you
for?
feel?
You had a whole conversation about me about playlists, and then you stole my shoes.
And was like, imagine just thinking you safe.
Man.
And this whole thing was a cover up just to get your shoes.
At this point, I want the man who stole the tabbies and the girl who had the 48 oysters to have a date.
What do you?
Yeah.
That would be great.
Oysters. What happened?
Oh, you didn't hear about the 48 oysters?
She ate 48 oysters.
This is why I'm glad this has no topic. So this girl went to this restaurant in Atlanta. She was all like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this man on a date because he be bothering my phone. He's like talking to a brick wall." And they go to this restaurant.
Everything.
And she ordered 48 oysters before she ordered her entree. And she was like, I'm hungry. What I'm about to eat. She ate all these 48 oysters before her man even ate anything. Or I guess he probably ate something in between that because she was just eating the oysters at back to back. Then got a plate of crab cakes, potatoes, and 2 lemon drops. And then he dashed on the bill.
Yeah, I would have too.
I'm sorry, but if you eating that much and you not offering nothing, that's a problem.
I remember it from what's her name? You know, the sprinkle lady?
Oh, God.
She's like, baby, she said something about don't be big. Like, don't eat all that. Don't order all that.
You spent $60 on oysters and then asked me what the entree was? If I was a server, I'd be like, that's your entree.
Like,
get your drink and go home.
Like, I have a hyperfixation sometimes where it's just like, I will go to, you remember the $40 bill? I was so sick. No, this has nothing to do with it, but we went to a brunch for one of our friends' birthday, and it's like, I got like, it was brunch, so they had like a breakfast bowl.
Yeah.
I got that. I got a side. It's not funny.
No, because it was the complete silence, and then you just hear, ooh.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I can really reenact it because I'm thinking like, okay, so I got the breakfast bowl, I got like a $3 like the house fries or whatever, and then I got a sangria which was $10. That's very important to the story.
It was so bland. It was so bland.
So you think it'd be like $10, $20, $30?
Yeah.
He came over to me. I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be like. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be like $29 or like $30. He said $40, $80, and at that was I was really not trying to hear it at that moment. Like it wasn't. Now that I'm thinking back, I'm like, okay, but it's just like, dang, I didn't eat nothing. And then Jordan texted me, and she was like, oh, the girls that was sitting across from you was saying, dang, mine was only $26. I was trying so hard not to say something. You ate $26 worth of stuff.
No, because I was like, what? Because I was like, why was the sangria 10?
He said, mind you,
The
they
sangria
added
was
gratuity
bland.
to it already.
They
It was
already
20%
added
gratuity.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to spend that. I don't get paid till Thursday.
No shade. I really hated that he just held it in our face while he's standing there. And then so you can't choose the custom option that's sitting there for you to choose. So you can put in an amount. You got to put the first, like you have only 3 options.
And then I was taking too long, so he just sat it down. And then I was trying to, as soon as it said no tip, because gratuity is like, isn't that an automatic like?
It should be automatic, but it's like 18. It's like it started off at 18%.
So fashion, right? So have y'all ever been to like a fashion show, upscale though?
Yeah.
New York Fashion Week?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I've been in one.
You were. You were.
Yeah.
I did not get to
he
go.
was also there. Yeah. He had his design shown.
Oh.
Yeah. Bloom. It was very fun.
Yes. I remember.
Shout out to Land. You ate that.
I'm dead. So this is like a 2-part question. So what fashion show would you like to attend? And which one would you like to walk in?
Oh. If I could attend a fashion show, Jean Paul. I love to see a Jean Paul show. Jean Paul or Iris Van Harpen. Iris Van Harpen shows be so, like, the clothes are beautiful to me. And I just love the way that they move in, like, the move with the model. And it just kind of flows. It's really interesting to me. Now, if I could walk in one, D-Squared, Moschino, or Denim. Diesel. Any one of those 3, call me.
I love D-Squared and Diesel, like, for real.
D-Squared is so great. Expensive is on the wet, but I love D-Squared. Or Telfar, if they have a runway show again.
Ooh.
You know me.
You be the first one. Low key, and I feel like the next one that they'll have, I just feel it.
A sponsorship.
No, literally what I'm saying is like, I feel like literally you will be walking in the next one they have. I personally feel it. I'm just like, literally, because y'all already on the page. UNT.
Yeah, that
don't count. But
it don't, but I'm still like, I don't know how they got the clip. Because none of us tagged Telfar, so I'm like...
Telfar himself probably.
That's why I'm like, how did you find that? Where were you looking on the internet for a orange Telfar bag and then happen to see us fam Yusuns cutting up and then just see a Telfar bag in the bag?
Well, I mean...
That's what took me. I was like, oh.
That is so real, though.
I guess.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would love to see an Issey Miyake show. Issey Miyake's, those clothes are beautiful. Those are clothes that has like all the ruffles. Like he does this like squinching technique to where when it comes out, it's like ruffled. It's like beautiful. So probably Issey Miyake, Jean Paul.
Bro.
That's real. I feel like I'm basic, so I want to walk in a Louis Vuitton show so bad. Like, I literally can imagine because I would more so want, like, not more of a feminine look, but I'd want, like, I can eat a trench coat down.
Yeah,
I want that. And then I want to attend, like, it sounds basic, but I want to attend New York Fashion Week. I don't know, like,
that's real.
Any like show in there just to like start off. Coming soon, if they give me this internship. Coming soon.
Wait, coming soon through who?
Don't worry about it.
We gotta talk about that.
No.
We gotta talk about that.
No.
We gotta.
I gatekeep. I'm just kidding. I don't.
We need to.
I want to go to Paris Fashion Week.
That's real.
Oh, I feel like I can never be prepared for Paris Fashion Week. That's why I didn't say, like,
I love
clothing wise, it's like, okay, so if I could have an unlimited amount of stuff, like, I feel like styling myself would kind of be hard because sometimes I doubt the way, like, I don't care what other people think about what I wear, like, and you're not supposed to, but it's like, if you go to a fashion week, it's supposed to be like,
yeah,
let me take a picture of you and post you, and then it's like, oh, look at this person's outfit or whatever. Like, everyone's trying to get posted on Teen Vogue, and it's like, or Vogue, like,
yeah.
And then it's like with me, I'd be like, well, I think I look cool, guys. Like,
please.
I don't know.
I would like Paris just because I feel like Paris is more so like just like strictly about like all the beautiful stuff that's going around. And right now New York is like only just a slight bit more like influency. Like,
I mean, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like it's bad. That's real, but I feel like, I don't know. Literally, I think we were talking about it last episode with Ayana's article when she's like, well, who is Fashion Week in New York really even for now?
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, I'm really seeing that because it's like, it used to be the top row, like, Fashion Week used to be for journalists. Like 100%, and then you had like, of course, journalists, and then the celebrities, of course, that you want when they take the picture. Oh, look who was here! Oh, look what they're wearing. But now it's literally like the influencers just lined up in the front, and that's real because that's who's having influence now. It's like that's who's really taking over like the fashion scene. I feel like I don't know, but I do want to go because I'm a groupie, so. Watch.
That's real.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I feel like even when it comes to like having influencers, I wish there were like there's more emphasis on having even diversity within that, because I feel like sometimes at least I've seen it this past New York Fashion Week, it feels like a lot of white influencers will have those opportunities to sit at these shows, will able to walk in some of these shows, whereas like black influencers like for example I could name off a couple like Javaris,
I have something to say about that.
like Aaliyah's interlude, even though she walked the Mawala, I'm still like, I wish she could have been able to be present at more shows.
She looks not even present. They need her to walk in these shows.
I was like, the only one that she walked for was Mawala, and I was like, that's crazy.
And she killed it.
And she ate that, and I'm like, she should be in more. Why are we only subjecting people to either walking for black-owned brands, or even if they are showing up for these like shows, having them show up at the parties afterwards, having them be like, oh, I'm hosting a party. They're not walking in the shows. They're not having presence at the shows. But it's like, crazy.
That's my main reason for wanting to go more so, because I'm just like, I feel like with me, everybody that attends like New York Fashion Week, not everybody, I'm just being so general right now, but a lot of people are just like, it's the same cut and copy and paste, like, and so I feel like with me, I feel like it would be something different. You know, I'm gonna find the camera somewhere. I'm gonna find a way to get into somebody's article, somebody's TikTok. So it's kind of like I wanted to like diversify it, even though it's supposed to be a diverse thing. You're in New York, like half the fashion is centered around black creators.
You're literally in the melting pot of the United States, if there hasn't been a melting pot of the United States.
In the Negro Haven.
Like, it's everywhere.
What was you gonna say? How you feel about that?
Yeah, what's it called? I mean, it's really a trip, cause like, what's it called? Cause I remember, like, I know Varus had moved out there like during the same time of Fashion Week, and so I remember I was like sending him these events to go to. Like, it was like a Versace party, and like a Demna party. It'd be stuff like that. You know, like his like, what's it called? Some of his friends are actually like other fashion influencers. But bro, when he told me, it was like, I can't even name drop, but like,
you could though. My fault.
I can't even name drop, but on a real, like, they be getting opportunities that we should really have, like, because who is they getting their stuff from? You know, like if they're asking, like if you asking Vars about something and then somebody compliment on what Vars just helped you get, and then you just don't even say nothing about that, like that's real flaw. Because like you're not really like, you're not even showing any remorse to it. But I feel like that all like that all comes with it, because at the end of the day, like talent is talent. You know, people see it. You can't fake the funk for the longest.
Going off of that, I think that's the main reason why people are so reluctant to like get these opportunities or even just be involved in things, because it's like, it's really like dog eat dog, low key. So it's just like, there's a lot of people that's like, oh, I know I didn't deserve this opportunity, but I got it over you, so I'm like, this is boosting my, like, it's not mostly like imposter syndrome, it's like almost the reverse of that. Like, you know, you didn't necessarily deserve something, but it happened, and now it's kind of just like, well, I'm gonna gas my own self up, knowing these are like the adversities that other people face, you know, and that I contributed to that more so. So,
because also, you know, like Vars content also, like, it's like black boy joy for real, you know. And out there it was kind of like
for New York,
out there they kind of like they tripping for real. They really tripping.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, hopefully it gets to a point where things change, but it's just like over and over and over again. It feels like black creators kind of I wouldn't say they get used, but in a way, the only time that you see them have a presence when it comes into the fashion world is usually throughout their social platforms, and it's never like extended into like, oh, we're gonna have them featured in a campaign.
That is so real.
Or we're gonna have them involved in some way within a line, instead of just being like, okay, here's the clothes.
No, look, we'll send you a PR package.
Like, that's fine.
Will send a black person a PR package, and you will model it on Instagram where they think we belong.
Exactly, which is crazy.
But can't get no invite to the front show.
That's
or
so
the after party.
I would want all the black creators at mine.
Literally.
For real. Like, no lie.
Because I need, is it cute or not? Because the palm skin colored people, well, they'll tell you anything. They just happen to be there. Like, but I mean,
because that's why I be appreciating, like, I mean, as much as I be running my mouth about Telfar, it's like other brands like the Ophelio, Nocesso, like those brands, especially when they just showed their shows in like, what was it, LA Fashion Week? Like, seeing that their front row was just straight black people and other black influencers and black people that are within the fashion industry that have like a presence and a voice to also push these brands further out there. To me, it's more beneficial to have people like that than just be like, okay, here's a random influencer who we know that has like 5 million followers who we assume dresses nice because they have access to certain things, which is another thing, because we could talk about how some of these people have access to certain things while other people are supposed to have that access and you don't give them that access and they got to make it with what they can, but other people just automatically get thrown stuff at them and can do whatever, which is crazy to me.
That part, go ahead, talk about it, finish.
It's insane. And I feel like when it comes to like the digital landscape and people on TikTok, people on Instagram that like make clothing content, for most of the black creators, it almost feels like whenever I hear them talk about it, it's like, oh yeah, just was recording stuff, was, you know, doing it as I had a job and, you know, then came into fame after months of doing it. When it comes to white creators, it seems like it's one thing happens, you quickly blow up, and then directly after that, you immediately have sponsorships and deals.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Whereas with us, we have to like grind and create and still barely get anything.
You want to know why? I feel like it's going to be a hot take. I feel like they more so market and will help out like white creators because of like the stereotype that, well, if we give it to black creators, the black people watching them ain't gonna have no money to buy our stuff.
I guess, yeah.
So my main thing was like they're giving it to these white creators not because they have more influence, but because their demographic more than likely will be able to afford these things. And it's just like, do you know how many non-black people are looking at black people? So everybody is looking at like black people for like content and stuff, and it's just like for inspiration, and it's just like I know what I see. That's it. So my main thing is it really just, it's all gonna bottle down to like inherent racism. Low key, I mean, they don't want to see black people succeed and walk the runway. They don't even want to share the runway.
Like even as far as like how, like I guess like how much you have to work for anything, even for like what I'm doing right now, like business wise, or like just the places I've been at. Like, how can I put it? It's like so hard. Like me, like let's say like everything I do, you have to pay for everything. And then I go to these, like I remember it was in Miami, I was at a designer party, and you're around designers who have like 30K, 40K followers on Instagram. They make about like 10, 12K monthly, and they're telling you their stories of how they didn't pay for nothing when you started. And they're getting, like, they get the loans easier, they get the grants easier, or they get just the help easier. Or you'll be in New York and I was talking to this guy, and like just production, like a manufacturer would just be like no cost, everything just be like
real. Yeah, that's so real though.
It's like even for us, or like I have like a designer friend who stays in New York, who's like, he's black, but like his stuff is just so much harder. Like he was saying, just like it's just so much just stuff you don't have to go through that you do go through, just for trying to make clothes do the same thing that they do. Or well, I like to put they're trying to do the same thing we do, but
that part. I think like with Wisdom, for example, like he mentions that he's one of the only black creators I've seen really get gifted his stuff. Yeah. And it'd be $1,000 this, $1,000 that. Some of it he buys, of course, but a good amount of it he's gifted it. And I'm like, I think because his style is so, I don't really want to say it's so different, like we've seen, but his creativity is on a different level. And he has so much impact and so much influence, and the way he just blew up like out of nowhere, I'm just like, I'm really glad to see it though, like, because he eats every time.
Child. And it was this one thing I remember in one of the panels, ironically, Lord, this is real J school, that we talked about in Grabs It Back, with the Brown family. Yes. It was her.
Over Sean Ali. Keeping it in the family.
Yes, hello. It was their sister, and she was talking about how whenever it comes to like having careers, you end up like people like shame you in a way, or at least in, I guess for the sake of a better word, nepotism. When it comes to nepotism within the white community, it's used for people that already have access, and they're pulling people in who just further the access that they already had. When it comes to black people, especially when it comes to the access that we have, especially in terms of the fashion world, because it's not like we're running it, we're in there, we definitely have influence, but it's not like we're like a mainstay force. I feel like, especially when it comes to like influencers and content creators and even brands, on top of already having the ability or the chance to be able to work with some of these brands, I feel like it's also the brand's responsibility to also pull other people in. Like if you're working with a black creator, ask if they know anybody else who wants to work, ask if there's other people that would want to work with that you feel like represents your brand well. Bring other people in, because you just asking for the one. This doesn't make sense.
That's how they branch out. But I feel like sometimes I really want to know why that is. Like some people, it'll be weird. Like you'll see some brands, they'll have like, of course, cooler, like good artists, or not even artists, but like models and stuff like that, or like designers, you know, people that wear good fashion, and then they'll have like that one staple person that could definitely branch out to others. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe they're trying to save money.
I mean, save money in what aspect? Some of these people are multi-million-dollar brands.
I know.
So y'all got money.
I'm trying to find out. I'm really trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, because I really don't know. Like,
I can't with big corporations. I was like, you already got money, so.
And also, I have a big dilemma, because I know how, like, I have to do things like the budget I works with, but how you're like a multi-million-dollar brand, and if it's like a graphic designer, or if it's like some graphic designer, like artist or whatever, person of color who do their work and then they don't get paid until the next year. Big problem with that.
I thought you're supposed to get paid when I give you your work, you give me my money.
Extremely common. They won't get paid for like months, or like they'll be like, yeah, I sent the. You don't have it, even if you have like a contract signed, like payment won't come until much later.
Even like some models, they don't get paid.
Yeah,
they do work for free. They just model a show, they runway, but they're not getting paid for doing the runway. They're just kind of there.
They don't get no piece, like no.
Not even eventually.
No, probably once the designer sends it to them.
So no, I'm talking about like getting paid.
Oh, probably not. No,
yeah, no.
It's kind of like an exposure thing.
Oh, by getting other brand deals that they can monetize off of?
Print deals, working in campaigns.
So walking in the show, you don't get paid for that?
Probably not, no.
Oh my gosh.
Print is more money than runway.
I'm not
especially
walking in
if you're like
they gotta cut me a check or something.
Yeah.
At least enough for like a 4 for 4 or something after, because they gonna make me starve myself to death. Let's talk about that.
Woo.
Let me not.
There don't be no food on the set. Like,
oh my gosh, like I got to DoorDash something,
man,
and I'll be sitting here eating too. Real cute.
Very real.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, because even like with me, like I make sure. Well, I try to make sure, because I remember when I was in New York, this guy was like asking the model, and like I don't know if he was like had something going on with him, but he was just asking all these like condescending questions or whatnot. He was saying like, I think you should use like better models or whatnot, because like all my models are mostly black, honestly. And then like I just don't know what he be thinking, but like it's kind of like I feel like there's like a black model that's like not serious, or it's like you're not going all
which
the
is
way.
crazy.
Like, whenever my stuff look way better, but I'm not even gonna Josh.
Clock it.
I think with that, it's like a lot of people want to interject and live through other people. So it's like when it comes to that, like if they think that your clothing, like your pieces are great, but they want to do a different marketing style. Well, that's how other people in big corporations take over anyway. Like they'll be like, oh, let me give you this idea, and then somehow now I'm the CEO and you are not in the deal. Like that's usually how it works. But when it comes to that, it's like when it comes to the models and stuff, everybody has an issue when it comes to black models. Like if you're not Naomi, maybe even Tyra. Ooh, I don't even want to.
Or even if you want to get into like dark skin models. Like, even though it shouldn't be any kind of prejudice at all, but still, like,
if you can wear the clothes and you look good, get out. Get out there.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Especially because even now they be going at like dark skin models, because I'm like, Anoki Eye, as much as I love her, they be getting at her neck every time, and I'm like, for what?
But it's like because they don't have this very Eurocentric like look to them. I it all circles back. Like we progress, but we have not.
Eurocentric
To them.
Literally.
I mean, they're trying to make it Eurocentric.
Yeah,
like black, literally everything that a black person has sat up here and tried to make their own, like even not even separate, because it used to be separate but equal, right? But like even separate. So if these people, like if white people have fashion shows, black people, we gonna have our fashion shows and our fashion clothing brands, but off of our style. And then it's just like no. Let's mush it together, and then let me capitalize off of you. But then we're gonna downplay your type of style and who models those clothes, because we want to center it back to what they care about. That's how it is for me.
Child. God
is good.
Yeah, I did have one question. A while ago, you had said you was talking about like women's pants. Oh yeah, I just wanted to state women's pants fall so amazing. Like I really want like dudes to like realize how beautiful women's pants are. Like no bap.
I mean, you saw what I got at the Goodwill. You saw how I won.
Oh, that was so sick. What was it? What was the brand?
The Rockaware jeans.
Mind you, I'm trying to sit here and do what I got to do for me. We didn't already look through the men's. I'm like, okay, I held these out, and I'm like, these kind of cute. Oh, okay.
No, because you were just like, oh, do they fit me? And then you were like, nah. I was like, and I was just like, let me just see. And then they fit me perfectly. And I was like, oh.
No, I didn't even get the chance to find out.
You looked at the pants and held them up for like a hot second and was just like, I don't know.
If you like talking and whatnot, then I'm going to just,
I'm sorry. Right?
This is, you know what?
Wait. You held the pants up and was just like, I don't know. And then looked at another pair of pants and then put it back. And I was like, okay, cool. So let me look at them. And then I saw the size. It was my waist size. I said, oh, great. Give me pants. And then I put the pants on.
You are lying.
How am I lying?
Because that's not how it happened.
How did it happen?
It happened. I picked up the pants.
Okay.
I was like, these are cute. But I was like, okay, I don't think I can wear them. I didn't even get the time to even, let me try.
Let me see.
Let me see. Because you said, let me see.
Because I did. I was interested because I saw the tag and I was like, the tag doesn't look like women's sizing. And I was just like,
yeah, we had a discussion and that's how C was like, let me see the tag. And so we both holding the pants at this point.
And seeing as Rockaware.
Man,
I probably would have did the same.
I see, and the crazy thing, but
one of them.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to the day. Well, I wasn't gonna wish that on you. I was gonna say get bleach on them, but that would be a nice style. Look, that would be a style. That would be a style though.
Damn.
I'm sorry, I'm a hater, low key, because they wasn't gonna fit.
And now we take a name off the podcast.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding. We love Micah.
What's the most you would pay for, like right now, for a clothing piece?
Most I'd pay?
Like there's some that's like crazy, but you'd be like, ooh, I hate to spend it, but I'm about to do it right now for one item.
$950 for Prada loafers.
I'm only saying it because I was close to doing it. $1K.
Yeah.
It was a piece.
A rack.
And I was like, I can work it off. I can work and pay it back. Yeah. If y'all just gave me the chance to like get it now and put it on layaway. I would get it. Like if I could Klarna it right now.
I'm getting my Afterpay back up.
Hello. I have to have good credit.
At this point right now, the highest, I don't even think my fashion doesn't even encompass right now because it's either I buy cute things around my budget or I'm waiting for me to get the pockets for real to where it's like, I don't care what it is. So I can't really even think of going up high and buying that right now because that's not even where I'm at right now. So I would say max low key, max would be like 300.
That's real though.
That's really not like.
Because I really mainly be thrifting a lot, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why, but like this past month, I've been finding like expensive items at the thrift. Like I found this like Prada purse. I just gave it to my girl. We looked it up. It was like $350.
Wow.
Like vintage
Prada
purse.
That is so sick.
And then one of my friends found like a Gucci bag. Like one of them Gucci. I think it was like one of the messenger bags. Like just sitting there. Like just, I don't know if it's fake or not because you know how. But the Prada was real. Fact checked it.
That's real.
It had the little engraving inside.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was nice. I was like,
real.
Period.
I feel like it's just like once we all kind of, I feel definitely if you're in college and you like look into fashion and stuff and really get into it, I'm sure once you get out of college and have like have disposable income to spend, I'm sure that's kind of when you start to like really get in and start being like, oh, here's this thing I really wanted to get. I can get it now because I work and can pay for it with a reasonable wage that'll allow me to also have money left over afterwards.
Yeah, like I can buy this and then not worry about how I'm gonna put gas in my car.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'd want to get to that stage where I could buy stuff and then be comfortable afterwards.
Yeah.
That's so real.
Because right now, if I spend like over $50 on clothes in one day, I'm like, yo.
Yeah. I'm like, that was dinner, lunch. I could have got breakfast also. Like, it's too much.
That used to be me with my albums. Like, when I didn't have to worry about paying rent or anything, it'd be like, I'm dropping $200 each week.
I want to thank you guys for listening to this week's episode. I'm sorry there wasn't like a general theme or anything, but
this was fun.
I feel like it was a nice little.
Yeah. Just wanted to relax after homecoming. It's been a week. And I'm sure that all of us are just kind of like, this was a nice little reprieve instead of a hard-centered, focused thing. It just would have been too much. But Thank you, Mr. Swank, for coming on to our show. Where can our guests find you at online, on the webs, everywhere?
Oh, yeah. You can find Swank at SWANK Studios with 2 S's. So that's SWANK Studio, STUDIOSS. And also the same thing for the website, just .com. And then, my personal is Texas, TEX, the number 8S.
Real.
When's the next drop?
In 3 weeks.
Oh,
okay.
we gotta get this episode
Fun.
Yeah.
Don't have my money. I gotta get my money.
Oh,
Right?
I hope this financial aid check I'm supposed to give you. Yeah,
Man.
It should be pretty good. It's pretty good prices wise. It's just one piece.
but I want it all.
I have it I gotta everything's made from in LA now, cut and sewn in LA.
Oh, okay.
You say get up.
Fun.
Y'all are not him.
Period.
So sorry.
Where can our listeners find you, Micah?
Well, if you must ask, I am on Instagram at Micah Barkley, MICAHBARKLEY. I don't remember what my Twitter is, so we just gonna stick with Instagram.
Yeah, that's real.
Where can we find you, Cordell?
I'm like hidden, but like
Okay,
when you
and that
do
was it.
see
Have a
me
good one. You're taking too
Wow,
long.
you're
You're taking
sick.
too damn long.
You're sick.
Okay.
You're sick. I hate. You can find me on Instagram at CRDLLLL. My name, no vowels. Please check it out. And you can also follow the show on Instagram at Off the Rack 90.5. That is Off the Rack 90.5.
Period.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Catch you guys on the next episode. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Off the Rack is produced in the studios of WANM-FM 90.5 in the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication at Florida A&M University.